Hi, welcome back to Guardian Angel Resin Creations. Today I'm going to make a silicone mold for the little lids for the shaker coasters. I know that you can buy them now, but it is expensive. I've already got the silicone because I had practiced making the little molds myself. So I just wanted to show you exactly how I did it. So we get our bit of tape. Just get my scissors over here. I had one already organized and I accidentally put something on it last night and I broke it. So just going to cut that bit of tape off there because I have actually been using it to clean my molds with. So we work out how big our lid is and we just go from there. I'll go up a little bit higher so you can see me. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to cut these out and then I'm going to come back when I'm sticking it on. Right, that didn't take very long, so I've made up my little bit of tape here. Let's move you up a smidge. There we go. So all I've done is we've all got these. A lot of the times the bottom breaks, so I've just cut the top off it. So there we go, and I'm just going to give it a bit of a spray with alcohol just to make sure that edge is clean. So I'm just going to give it a wipe, make sure that edge is totally clean before I go sticking it on there. Sure it's not bent. Okay, it's dry. So we're just going to stick it on. There, give it a push. Give it a really good push down. Just go around like that. Make sure it's all sealed. I managed to make 3 out of my one before I actually broke it. So that seems to be all sealed. Push it down again and then we get our little lid, which I've got here. I've sprayed it with alcohol. I've made sure it's clean. There's no dust on it. And then we just gently just drop it in. So just make sure there's even amount around each edge. Drop it in there. Well, that looks pretty good first time actually. So I've got probably maybe 5 or 6 mils around it. So then I'm just going to push it down. Pushing it down with my fingernails actually. Then I'll turn it over. And I just want to make sure it's sealed. So give it a rub. Don't worry if there's any air bubbles in it, that doesn't make any difference as long as there's none around the edge of it. Although that doesn't really matter because you can just trim that up a little bit. I will try and get rid of that air bubble so that nothing seeps under it. Okay, there we go. So that's our master mold. Done. Ready to go. So I'll just move the camera over a little bit so you can see properly. Now, I'm going to just, this is what I'm using. I'm using Sanar silicone rubber. So I'm using 30 mils and 30 mils. I'm measuring exact. I'm not doing by weight. I'm measuring it exactly. So I'm just going to get my little plastic stick and we are going to measure up to the line. So I've got clean little cups that I haven't used so that I can measure exact. So actually I think I'm going to, last time I did 30 mils, so I'm going to do, I'll do 30. Hopefully I haven't got you too close. Right, that's just about to the rim on that one. Stick our lid on. So, oh, that was lucky. Oh dear. So I just bought this off Amazon. And you can make multiple molds. You can, oh, that's got a hole in it. I found that with nearly every single one of those, they've got holes in them. Right, that one doesn't. So, okay, we're going to go up to the, nearly up to the rim. And I'm going to just make sure that these are both absolutely equal. No, this one's not. Just pour a little bit more into that one. And we have got, so I'm just bending over to just make sure I've got the right amounts in there. And then we just pour them into our cup. And I coloured it last time, but I won't colour it this time, so that you can see what colour it turns out. So I think it's just going to be like a cleary type thing, which is better if you want to actually UV resin. So I'm sure you could just pop some UV resin in it to make a lid, which is, you know, like a 5-minute job compared to having to wait until it all sets up, because it does take longer when it is a thinner, when you've poured it thinner. Okay, scrape it all out. And I've just realised I don't have gloves on, but this is non-toxic. So, stick it down there. Just put it on my fingers a bit. Okay, I'll mix it up and then I'll come back. Okay, I've mixed it for 3 minutes and it's ready to go. It doesn't seem to have a lot of bubbles, but it is self-leveling. It gets rid of its own bubbles. So all we do now is just pour it in. Just pouring it on my stick. Now I do have quite a few bubbles in there, so I can see them actually popping. So we're just going to pour it all in there. This is going to be quite a thick one. I probably didn't need to use as much. Last time I used 50 mils, so this time I'm using the extra 10. And my first one I did 100 mils, which is quite a thick one. Okay, the bubbles are popping as it's going. Scrape that all out, just get it all out. Waste not, want not. And that's it done. Right, wipe the stick off. These sticks are so easy to wipe and clean, so that's done. I'll just tap my bench. Right, it's done. We'll just, it takes about 6 hours, so as soon as it has all cured, I'll come back and I'll unmold. And then tomorrow we will make a mold with it. We'll make a shaker coaster. Okay, it's all set. It's been about 5 hours, so time to demold and see how we went. So just going to pull that, easily pull that off, and then we're just going to try and take the, look, see, it just pops off the tape. Pop it around. Hopefully you can see what I'm doing. Just pulling it off the tape. Just gently pull it off the tape. There it goes. Gentle. Break that seal. Beautiful. So don't want to rip it and ruin it before we even get it out of the mold. Okay. Coming off that bit easy. And there we go. We'll save that for next time. Put that back on there. And there we have our mold. So there are no air bubbles in it. Beautiful. Perfect. Right then, so I'm just going to leave that just to finish curing up, and then I might come back tomorrow and do a new video, and we'll do a new shaker coaster, and I'll use my new thing. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time.